the F1 2012 soundtrack, the best in non-copyrighted, excellent intro music. Oh man, there we go. So, welcome to everyone, and Sean, I have not yet. I'll be sure to try and check that after the race. But, yeah, Michigan. I know I said it would be Sonoma, but, I decided, you know what? Nah. This race is gonna be way better. Guaranteed. Who invited these morons? Air quotes. Good question. So this is the NAPA Auto Parts 450 laps at Michigan International. 33 Indycars ready to do battle for the 4th time out of 12, or 14. Why did I say 12? 14 races this season. And I already forget who's leading the points. I completely neglected to look. But, yeah, we're still really early in the season, not even close to halfway yet. So, all is good. 33 cars ready to go. Top Senpai, notice me. Consider yourself noticed. My son. Oh, man. If you sent me a car, would I let you in? I'm afraid that won't. Well, it's 33 cars. That's how big the Indy 500 field is. So, yeah. Sorry, but that just feels like I would be given a. Anyways, it's the first half of my crash comp that I sent to you. Not saying this song because. Public place, no problem, man. Yeah, once I am finished with the current montage that I am working on, and I've been working on for about the last 2 dang weeks, and I'm not even close to being done with it. But once I'm done with that, I'm definitely going to send that to you, and I'll need your suggestion on a title. Because definitely going to try and improve on that. So, anyways, 33 cars ready to do battle here. We'll take a quick look at the starting positions. Winner of the last race, Roger Ray, winner at Fontana, race number 3, is starting on the pole position. Good to see you, Elijah. Welcome, man. And then Matthew Hartford on the outside, on the front row. Blah. Already losing my words here. Dominic Anthony and Xavier Griffin, row number 2. Couple teammates there. Jason Seed and Kerry Hoover. Couldn't remember that first word there for a minute. Kerry Hoover starting 6th. Colton Yo, Matthew Phillips, and Elijah Gordon, Mark Davidson are the top 10 starting positions. Hopefully my voice holds out. It's already getting a little scratchy, so hopefully that goes away. So we'll just have to see here. Hate the NR demo. If anybody could help me get the full version, say now. I unfortunately don't even remember how I got NR, but hopefully there'll be some other words. Hopefully there will be some other people from maybe yeah. Go to John Norton website. Well, that actually might be good to know for future reference, just in case. But anyways, this is Michigan. No pit stops as far as I know. But we'll just have to see what will happen. 50 laps, and there's definitely the fair opportunity for the occasional caution. We'll have to see here. So anyways, let's get the command. Let's get the engines fired. Let's go racing. And I just realized we still have the custom commands in, so you're going to hear stock cars firing up instead of these things. But that's okay. Let's do it. Stock cars firing up with Indy cars. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, got a few people in their home race here. Got Elijah Gordon, Justin Zeidel, couple of drivers here. This is their home track. And a couple of new drivers. Justin Zeidel has hopped into the number 77 car. And William Brock into the number 2. So 2 new drivers this season. They're ready to go here. These are stock Indy cars. 24 and 14 on the front row here. Winner of the last race and the reigning champion of this series on the pole position, that is Roger Ray. As the pace car is in, we're going 50 laps here at Michigan, and we are underway. Already proven to be a bit of a mess here. We're going 3 wide for the race lead, and that's Xavier Griffin far low side, but with the run off the corner, Roger Ray's going to hold it. Let that double file start. Everyone's awfully bunched up, a lot of 3 wide. The start of the race, always the most dangerous time. As that someone just hit the wall. That was either Evan Hunter or Tom Jonas. They both have very similar schemes there. And Diego, I thought I already told you what happened with the 77. You were there for that, actually. But anyways, 24 still holds it, but if he gets put to the low side here, which is where it's actually a lot looser down there. The rear end does not have as much grip on the inside of 1 and 2. It's always a dangerous spot to be. But Roger Ray still holds it. Matthew Hartford now trying to fend off the 98 of Mark Davidson here for second. Dominic Anthony is 4th currently, and they're going 3 wide. Kerry Hoover far inside lane. Anthony Phillips on the outside with the run. You never say what happened. Yeah, I did. You were there for the stream, and I told you exactly what happened. But no, what happened was I'm pretty dang certain that you and Marcos are the same person. That's what it boiled down to. And I even explained that, and you were there for that, I remember. But yeah, that's all I could say. Indycar, best of both worlds. I'm surprised we've gotten through here green so far. We've taken the stripe for lap number 5, and right when I say that, the caution is out. Although actually the caution has not come out yet for Roger Ray, so they just wrecked, and William Brock is in it along with Derek Hamill. Sean McKean also in trouble. This was on the front straightaway. That is an incredibly rare place for a caution to happen. And it happened after Roger Ray took the stripe, so he's still doing another lap here. That won't matter too much though, but as he drives through the smoke. What happened? That is an incredibly weird place for a crash to happen. So let's see. There's the 2, and they're going 4 wide here. And that was Sean McKean bouncing off of the wall. Was what happened there, and collecting a couple others. Wow. Of course, these IndyCars always have the tendency to bounce. That's not too bad on this track. Evan Hunter may have also collected them a little bit, may have gotten some damage. Yeah, we'll see how bad the damage is on some of these cars. None of them took any really hard hits, but that could still cause some issues. I don't know. Watching Home Alone Part 1. Ah, yes, good old Christmas movies. As these cars are going down to the low side here, are they all pitting? Yeah, I guess so. Looks like they were the ones involved in that crash. Might be coming down for repairs. Chris Hayden also coming down pit road though, which not too sure what's going on there. And is that Carter Friesen? Hard to say exactly. Oop. It is Carter Friesen. Not sure what's going on there for the number 63. They got the bouncy springs. And that was just a splash of fuel by the looks of it. Not sure exactly what's going on. possible issue on the 63, because as far as I know, they shouldn't need to pit. Just like Kim could. Well done. Very well done. And spending most of their lives living in a gangster's paradise. Lights out already? Nope. They're still on. So Roger Ray, Matthew Hartford, Matthew Phillips. Matthew is running second and third. Then Dominic Anthony and Mark Davidson in the top 5. Kerry Hoover, Xavier Griffin, Jason Seed, Tyler Lyman in the top 10. In front of Elijah Gordon in 10th. It's Amish Paradise, Sean. That song pretty much sums up this old thing. This old state that we call Pennsylvania. Looks like all the cars are going to stay on the lead lap here. We'll confirm that here. Lights are still on, actually, so extended yellow. Lights are out. Taking the green on lap 10. All 33 cars remain on the lead lap with the shot. It's heard but once or twice, living in Amish paradise. I live right in the middle of that dang Amish paradise. No, seriously. This town was even referenced in the song, but nah, it's all good. As we're getting a kind of weird sound effect there. You're welcome for tonight's amusement. So we'll see how those damaged cars will fare. Those would be lyrics to a song called Gangsta Paradise. Gangsta's Paradise. Yeah. I don't want to give it. I probably shouldn't give it away exactly, but yeah. As the green flag flies once again, Derek actually got it pretty much about right. I am within that vicinity. Roger Ray's going to pull away. Phillips tried to make a move on Hartford there. He's now on the high side. You see, the inside lane where they're getting up to speed is definitely preferred. You could drive to don't do that. Don't do that. It's a little creepy. Dominic Anthony is now second, the number 26, taking 40 laps to go here. You think the 24 is rigged, but you're not jealous. You're not jelly, huh? Whoa! 14, what happened there? Slides way up the track. He's going to be careful with the wall here. He does scrape it a little bit, but that's going to cause too many problems. And Dominic Anthony's actually holding true here on the inside. Let's see if he'll be able to get the run here. And if Anthony's able to clear him here, he's got help from the 21. New leader. Dominic Anthony, the 26. Going 3 wide, and the 21's being really bold here, nearly getting into the back of him. Matthew Phillips wants the lead. And looking to the inside, can he get a good enough run through here? That outside lane does get some really, really good moves off of the high side there. Coming out of 4, so we'll see here. As Mark Davidson is now third. Can the 21 hold it on the inside? Looks like he will. He's 1 lane up. New leader, Matthew Phillips. I want to move to Pennsylvania, Peach Bottom area. Interesting. I will admit, though, if you're doing that just for me, that would be a little freaky. I want to move to Indycar, PA. That is a thing. That is a real town. That is a real town. I've been there many times. Ah. Anyways. Mark Davidson looks like he's going to get second now. Roger Ray dropped back a little bit, now holding on to third. And here comes Tyler Lyman on the inside, looking for fourth now on Dominic Anthony. The AJ Fort car is running pretty strong here. The 4 and the 14, that's Jason Seed and Matthew Hartford respectively. That's a good question. Tire alignment looking for the crossover move on the 24 here. Is he going to be able to make it work? Not quite. And Kerry Hoover might be able to take advantage of that in the number 50. They're all still right on top of each other. I'm going to check in really quick on some of those cars involved in the incidents earlier, and they are a good couple seconds off the pace, are the two slowest, the 27 and the 18. And once they pass them, or once they catch them, that is going to be something to behold, as it's nearly 4 wide for a brief second there. Elijah going to the far inside. That red and black number 7. Mark Davidson is looking to maybe fancy his chances of going for the race lead. Dominic Anthony's broken away from this mess, that 26 car. And Roger Ray might try the inside lane here, but still a 3-wide battle. The tire lineman gets away from that. Griffin is in it. There's Jonathan Rains, the number 15. And there he goes, getting loose on the inside. That is easy to do. The debate about the Capitol now. The AJ Ford car is going way up the racetrack there, as Ray still trying the inside lane. You know what's something that I wish Real Life IndyCar did, and that I haven't done on here in a very long time? And I think that you guys will probably dig a little bit. This is an awesome sound mod, so what do you say a little crank it up action? Don't do that too often anymore. Go to the volume here. Crank it up just a little bit. And then let's enjoy some IndyCar sounds. That is easily one of my favorite sound mods in all of NR. These things sound truly fantastic. And in all that, Mark Davidson did get the lead, but now Matthew Phillips is trying to take it away from him on the inside. And good to see you there, Alan Perez. As it always is. Davidson holds the lead. Griffin way up the track. That's 4 wide. Watch out. Keeps it off the wall somehow. But that got a little iffy there. We are 1 lap away from the halfway point. Here in the NAPA Auto Parts 400. Perez. You heard it from the man himself. It's Perez. Oh man. So anyways, just updating the running order here. Right now it is Mark Davidson, Matthew Phillips, Dominic Anthony, Tyler Lyman, and Jason Seed, the top 5 currently. Roger Ray actually now going with them as they're all looking to move up. Ben Krautz has moved up into the top 10 in the number 3. And on the outside of Matthew Hartford, Xavier Griffin, and Kerry Hoover currently the top 10. And the driver making some good gains here on this run. Zachary Fitzwater, the number 19. Blew an engine at Phoenix and has had some pretty grisly luck these first 3 races. Looking to turn that around here today. As we're getting closer to those damaged cars. And good cars an issue once they catch them. And it is 2 of them. Now, they're not catastrophically slow, but they are a lot slower, so that could cause some issues, especially since it is 2 of them. Phillips might have a run here, but Davidson holds it for now, and Anthony looking just as strong. Winner at Phoenix is that number 26. He's trying to bring it home. The Indy 500 should be the finale. Funny you say that, it actually is. That's already scheduled to be the finale. The Indy 500, just as it was before. Lap 28 now. 21 trying the inside again. Can he hold it down there? Because as this goes on, these tires will start to wear down. I have lowered the tire wear, but it's definitely there for sure. Is the 98 going high already? Looking for the best lane to try and get around these 2. He's going to go high. The 21's going to try the low side. The 98 will get by no problem. 21's going to be in the non-preferred lane, but he will get by. And the 26 on the outside is going to make that work. As the struggle to try and get by the slower traffic commences. Guys, I'm late, no problem, boy. I almost said no problem, boy. No problem, man. Good to have you here. As that outside lane is struggling now. Jason Seed, Kerry Hoover, Roger Ray, all in trouble here. This is typically where impatience can lead to some issues. Especially if the 18 goes to the wall and collects a bunch of them. Jonathan Rains is one of them. Diego Yepes. As long as they keep it going straight, which it looks like they will. Looks like that's it. Sean McCain also. Or wait, he was actually involved in the earlier incident. So the second caution of the race has come out here. Mark Davidson in the race lead. Matthew Phillips, Dominic Anthony, Tyler Lyman, and Xavier Griffin's gotten into the top 5. As they woe it down. But that looked like the 18 bouncing off the wall, collected a few of them. He's trying his best to maintain as much speed as possible, but then gets into the 4 and collects the 88. Great driving job by the 20. Nathan Stapleton to avoid that, but no hard hits there, so aside from losing a lot of track position, I think that they should be okay. But we'll have to see. The real life Indy 500 will be the finale. That would be way too long to wait. This is only a 14 race deal, and yeah. And actually, no, you didn't. You were just off the pace from the first one. Wow, big crash. And be aware of the racial stuff there, please. Just saying. So we'll have to see if that will affect their pace at all. Now the 18 and the 27 were a lap down, so they'll be restarting here on the inside. Which, oh boy, are you the Kimi? Am I the Kimi Räikkönen channel? Negative. I am pretty certain that is Sean, or maybe it is the real Kimi Räikkönen. In which case, watch you as well. We got a little while here. Looks like it'll be probably 16 laps to go, and indeed that is the case. 16 laps, 2 lap cars on the inside here. This ought to be interesting. I'm sorry. The Janet Jackson series. Oh, that's something. But again, it's all random, man. There's nothing I can do about that. I will admit, though, your luck has been pretty poor, but there's nothing I can do about it. That's entirely up to you. But the Janet Jackson series, yeah. Hey guys, should I do that as the next series, the NASCAR Janet Jackson series? Sponsor, or who was it? Presented by Justin Timberlake. Sorry. Hey, you still got 15 laps. You'll be fine. It can be done. Pace car pulls down. Mark Davidson the leader. Chris Hayden and Derek Hamill on the inside lane, a lap down. We're back at it. Top 3, top 4. Looks like about the top 7 or 8 are going to get by us. Chris Valerio, excuse me, TJ Hanley. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I said Chris Valerio because that was who drove that car in Season 1. Oh my gosh. On the on the restart. 3 wide for the lead. Davidson's going to lead it. Take 15 laps to go, and holy, Hanley is destroyed. Someone else was upside down. I think it was Michael Canto, the number 40. He's still going. Jason C., Justin Zidell, Bob Bobson, Nathan Stapleton. All back there, but holy Jesus. Roger Ray's on pit road. Here comes Christian Parker and Dale Salzman on the pit road. What went down here? I've got no idea what would have caused that. I mean, they're all trying to get by the slow cars. 44 gets into the wall a little. Oh, he hit the safer barrier. And then he jumped, bounced down, and that's what caused that. And the other upside down car was Roger Ray. The pole sitter. There's Zidell. As Ray remains upside down. But Hanley hits the safer barrier because he was getting kind of forced up there a little bit. You can see right about where the camera is, right there, right where the safer barrier starts. Parker slams into the back of the 40. Colton Yo is involved. That was absolutely massive. We've got to do some replays for this one. How's Kanto still going? Yeah, he was upside down. So here it is. We're at the restart. Here we'll go on board with the 44. This would definitely, I think, constitute the biggest wreck of the season. In these first 4 races. He's going high. Then the wall just kind of sucks him in and bang! He has lost a rear wheel and that wheel guard. His engine is destroyed, so that's obviously game over. That is unbelievable. The sheer scale of that one. No words to describe how huge that was. So as he's out of the race, it's Mark Davidson with the lead. Tyler Lyman is up to second now, number 10. So he might have a shot at this. Xavier Griffin, Matthew Phillips, and Ben Crouch has gone into the top 5. Dominic Anthony, Matthew Hartford, Zachary Fitzwater, Elijah Gordon, and Kerry Hoover. The top 10. But whew, I've got no words for that. That was gigantic. That's all I can say. Is the 40 is still going after being upside down. That is impressive. Michael Canto still going, but out of the race as a result of that. Dale Salzman, TJ Hanley, Roger Ray, and Christian Parker all out of the race. And there's Xavier. And man, you're asking about how I'm doing, and I am in absolute shock at the sheer scale of the wreck that we just had. Woo! And there's Daniel Ricciardo. Yeah. How many accounts have you made, boy? You're going to make one for every single F1 driver. Oh, man. But here's the thing. Those two are starting on the inside still. It will be 11 laps to go. And those two are still on the inside. We could very well have a part 2 of that one. And there's Fluffy. Yeah, you might want to rewind the stream a little bit. And see what the heck just went down. Shut up, Nico. Everybody hates you. 3 cars actually flipped. It was on the restart, and for all I know, that could very well happen again, because we got 2 cars on the inside here still. The 98 holds the lead, coming to take 11 laps to go, and the green flag, we're back at it. In the NAPA Auto Parts 400 at Michigan. The 98 and the 10 get by no problem. As will the 28. As it's going to happen again. Look out. 21 in trouble. But he keeps it going. Nearly 4 wide there. 21 into the wall. Can he save it? He's off again. And there they go. In another huge wreck. Not as bad, but still pretty bad. Matthew Phillips, the one triggering that one. Carter Friesen was in that. Tom Jonas in it. Everyone else actually keeping it going relatively straight, which is impressive. Caution number 3, and it is within 10 laps to go, so those lap cars will now be starting in line. And thank goodness. Davidson holds the lead, and Lyman holds on to second. Griffin, Crouch, and Anthony, the top 5. I think you saw what caused that. We'll see what transpired afterward. But the 21 just getting forced up the racetrack. Bounced off the wall a couple times, and that was that. Couldn't try to save it. Did his very best to do so, then bounced off of, I think that was Zachary Fitzwater, and collected everyone else. Patrick Smith getting a hit. One of the Penske cars getting a hit, and someone just flew right through there. When is the Erection 500? That's a good question. Whoever went flying through there, that was impressive. But, whew. That's another one. And holy smokes. So, not going to be the day that Matthew Phelps wanted after that. He's going to have some damage. A tough break for that 21 team. But now that we're within 10 laps to go, the lap cars will be restarting in line. The question is, where in line will they be restarting? So we saw the top 5 just a second ago. But after that, it's Matthew Hartford in 6th, then Elijah Gordon, Kerry Hoover up to 8th. Zachary Fitzwater still looking good in 9th, and someone who we have not mentioned at all in this race, out of the Kinghart stable, the 22 of Bobby Stringle in the 10th position. So this restart will be taking place with 6 laps to go. Kimmy, just leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. I'm doing all the tires. So the 98, the 10, the 28, the 3, and the 26. Again, lap cars are starting in line here. Where's the 27 is what I'm curious about here really quick. It is starting in line, but we're back at it. And actually pretty far up in line, so that could cause an issue for some, maybe. And they are indeed needing to work their way around him. But with 6 laps to go, Davidson holds the lead. Griffin trying the inside lane. Can he hold it down there? Indeed he will. Ben Crouch looking to maybe go with him. Might make it 3 wide even. My laptop is getting super hot. Hopefully it survives. But as we are taking 5 laps to go, field is rather spread out now. But look at this pack, in it with a shot to win. But still, Davidson holds it. Griffin second, Crouch third. Tyler Lyman in that blue car fourth. Putting Elijah Gordon into the top 5. As he gets by Matthew Hartford. Here comes Crouch to the inside of the 28. 4 laps to go at Michigan. Still the 98 of Davidson. Does anyone have anything for him? 28's trying a bit of a crossover move here. As Gordon looking on the 10 car for 4th. Hartford is still 6th. And Kerry Hoover's actually gained a spot ever since this restart. 28 tries the low side there. Can't quite make that work. It's now 3 laps remaining. 3 to the inside. Will that stick? He gets really loose down there. The 10 is going to get by. And the 7 might make it 3 wide. Not quite the momentum there, but Crouch falls to 4th now, putting Lyman in 3rd. Griffin right on the tail of the 98. 2 to go. He's to his inside. But remember, that inside lane is awfully slippery. But if he's running where he's at right now, he'll get the lead, and Griffin to the point. Can Davidson try and cross him over? He's got a big push from the 10, who I think is actually locking up with him. Coming to the white flag. I think we just saw a tandem draft right there. 3 wide. At the white. Lyman, Davidson, Griffin. All with a shot. Ben Crouch trying to fancy his chances. But Davidson has gotten the lead back. Some aggressive moves being made here late. But Davidson with the run. Through 3 and 4, can the 28 get a big enough charge? They're 3 wide behind them. Out of turn number 4. And the NAPA Auto Parts 400 goes to the NAPA car. Mark Davidson at Michigan. What a race. I am so glad I went to Michigan instead of Sonoma. That was awesome. And Xavier Griffin right there, that right there, is the type of sportsmanship that I like to see. Good on you, man. Mark Davidson with the victory, and my gosh, was that awesome. Everyone giving the congrats to Mark there. That is awesome to see. Xavier Griffin will bring it home second, and Tyler Lyman third. So great job there. Ben Crouch fourth, and Zachary Fitzwater, after her first 3 races, some pretty terrible luck for that 19, brings home a top 5. Great run there. Matthew Hartford in 6th, Elijah Gordon 7th. Actually tried that 3-wide move, which we saw further back there, but good run for the 7. 7 finishes 7th, how about that? Kerry Hoover, Dominic Anthony, and Bobby Stringle hangs on to the top 10. Great run there for the driver out of the King Hart Racing stables. Mia Leathers, a driver that we did not talk about whatsoever in that race, will emerge 11th. Patrick Smith, Eli Bright, Jonathan Rains, and in his first start of the season, Justin Zidell in 15th. As you're looking through the full finishing order, that was a phenomenal race. I don't think that could have gone any better. That was awesome. So 4 races down, we got to go get a look at the point standings. Yeah, there was some debate about Richard Kinghart driving that, but then I was like, yeah, you know what? Get Bobby Stringle in there, it's all good. So Stringle is driving that thing. Check out the videos on Hangouts, will do. But first we gotta see the points. And we gotta head to Victory Lane for that number 98. The NAPA Auto Parts number 98 Indycar winning it. The NAPA Auto Parts 400 at Michigan. Great job. Whew, that was nuts. Anyways, yeah, that was excellent. Yeah, there were a couple opportunities, but it's all good, man. So anyways, alright, just making sure that it's still in the IndyCar format. Go ahead and adjust OBS. There we go. Wait for this to pull up. There we go. 4 races down, 10 to go. Here in the NRLOA Castrol IndyCar Series. Point standings currently stack up as follows. Tie for the point lead. Wow. Tie for the point lead. Roger Ray holds on to it. Well, is now in a tie, I should say, with Xavier Griffin. And only 3 back is Elijah Gordon. 6 back, Dominic Anthony. That's about as close as you can get right there. That is really, really cool. Colton Yo in 5th for the number 5. How about that? TJ Hanley and Patrick Smith in a tie for 6th. Hanley probably the biggest crash so far on this new channel that I can remember. That was just, whew, that was brutal. Although, I don't know, Diego Yepez's NCCS crash at this very racetrack. I don't know, the biggest crash on the channel so far would be a tie between those two, I would say. But Mark Davidson jumping up to 8th with that win. Again, ignore all these. Tyler Lyman and Ben Crouch are the current top 10 in the point standings at this very moment. Jeff Scott Wait, when did Jeff Scott win? Oh yeah, that's right. He won the first race. Jeff Scott did, however, request to step out of that number 2 car, and now that number 2 is being driven by, I think, William Brock, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed, as those are the full point standings. Whew. But man, that was insane. That was absolutely insane. I do not remember where we're going next for this. I will have to look at the schedule. But anyways, I'm sure that leave the laws. The Breaking Benjamin references. Breaking Benjamin. Which song is that? Dang it. I Will Not Bow? I'm pretty sure that's the one. I'm pretty sure that is I Will Not Bow. Great song. Love it. It might be the Glen. I don't think so. I think that's later in the season. I Will Not Bow. Thought so. Great song. Love Breaking Benjamin. Ding ding ding. What do I win? You get a gold star. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. And holy crap. And then I've got some painting to do. I'm just going to chill out. No COD tonight. No Cards Against Humanity tonight. I'm just going to relax. But Uchi Mama, that was insane. But yeah, it was good to see Mr. Knight Racing back here. Been a little bit since we've seen him in the chat. Good to see you again, man. Oh, that's perfect. You win more self-confidence. Aye! You gonna start your series? Awesome. Best of luck to you, man. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this stream up here. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I just hope TJ's okay. Is he? I'm sorry. I am sorry. Alright. Y'all have yourselves a good one. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope to see you in the next one. No stream tomorrow night that I plan on. But possibly get back after it Saturday night. We will have to see. I win some porn. Yay! Oh, yeah. So, y'all have a good one. Have a good night. And, y'all are awesome. That's all I can say. Watch my sneak peek on stream. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Just in case on copyright grounds. Have a good night, y'all. Take care. And again, congrats to Mark Davidson on the win. That was nuts. Have a good night. Take care. And bye for now. I probably said have a good night like 5 or 6 times there, but I don't care. Bye for now.